Okay, so I'm Miss Fran, and this is Reed Memorial Library, and we're here this morning. I'm glad you joined me for a preschool story time. So would you help me sing our opening song? It goes like this. You guys all know it. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a book, come on close and take a look. If you like to read a book, clap your hands. Good, I see you clapping. That's a good thing. All right, now here's a little clue about what we're going to be talking about this morning. If you'd like to read a book, swish your tail. Do you have a tail that you can swish? If you'd like to read a book, swish your tail, swish, swish. If you'd like to read a book, come on close and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, swish your tail, swish, swish. If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you'd like to read a book, come on close and take a look. If you'd like to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! I love reading books. Do you love reading books? I'm glad you do. All right, well, I noticed this morning that we have a box on the Storytime table again. Remember last time, little Miss Mousy from out in the country field came to visit us. Excuse me, and it looks like it's the same, it looks to me like it's the same box. It says from, but it has Miss Mousy crossed out, and it says giant mouse out in the country field to Miss Fran, Reed Memorial Library. I wonder if there's another mouse in the box. Wake up, little mouse. Wake up, little mouse.
I can't get out the door. I'm too big. Oh my gosh.
Well, here, let me help you.
This box is too tight for me.
Well, why don't you come out the other way? Here, let me push you back down. You can kind of come out the back way.
Oh boy. Oh, Miss Mousy from the country field. That's my cousin, you know. Well, she gave me the box, but I don't fit very well. I almost got stuck in there.
Well, Miss Mousy from the country field, she's a lot smaller than you are. How come you're so big?
Well, there's different kinds of mice, you know. I mean, Miss Mousy from the country field, well, she's a field mouse. I am a giant mouse. You see how big I am?
Yeah, I noticed how big you are. You're very handsome too. You look really soft. You have a lot of fur.
Why, thank you very much. Well, Miss Mousy from the country field, she told me that you were telling stories about mice.
Do you like stories about mice?
Yeah, I do.
Is that why you came today?
Yeah, it is. Are you going to tell stories about mice today? Please, 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 please.
Oh, yes. We have at least one story with a mouse in it. I think we have two, but you'll have to look carefully for the mice.
Okay, I will.
All right, so, well, let's get you, you suppose you could just look up through the door?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to get through this door.
Here, let me help you get your hands out. Oh, you really are a giant mouse.
I know.
All right, so we'll get you over here so you can see everything that's going on. And now, can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
All right, here's our first book. You see the cover on this one? This book is kind of interesting. It's called Frisky, Brisky, Hippity Hop. What kind of an animal is on the cover of that book? I'm going to hold it toward the camera a little bit so you can see. What do you think that is? Can you tell? No, it's not a lion. It's not a bunny. Let's see if you can figure it out. This book was written, what was it? No, but you're close. Some people have the name fox in this particular name, so I'll explain that to you in a minute. This is called Frisky, Brisky, Hippity Hop, and it's based on a poem that was written 150 years ago by Alexina B. White. And here's how the poem goes. See if you can figure out what kind of animal she's talking about in the poem. Frisky, brisky, hippity hop, up he goes to the treetop. Whirly, twirly, round and round, down he scampers to the ground. Down he scampers to the ground. What kind of an animal do you think that could be that likes to go up to the treetop, whirly, twirly around, and come scampering down? Can anybody figure it out? All right, well, it has a little song to it too. It goes frisky, brisky, hippity hop. Up he goes to the treetop, whirly, twirly, round and round. Down he scampers to the ground. Well, I'm going to open the book and you will be able to figure out what kind of animal this is talking about. Okay, now we're going to get a real close up here. Did you notice that the pictures are actual photographs? Do you recognize what that animal is now? It's a squirrel. Very good. And that little squirrel is eating a nut, and he's got his big bushy tail out behind him. Some squirrels are called fox squirrels if they are like a reddish brown color, and some squirrels are gray squirrels, and some are black squirrels. Okay, here's the words. Frisky, brisky. Look at him running. Wow. Hippity hop. Up he goes. To the treetop. Whirly, twirly, round and round. Down he scampers to the ground. Look how his tail is all fanned out behind him there. Furly, curly, what a tail! Tall as a feather and broad as a sail. Giggly, wiggly, what is he doing? Giggly, wiggly, let's have fun. Leap and soar from shade to sun. Uh-oh, hawk, hunting. Can't catch me. Look, that hawk is really trying to catch him. The squirrel is running. He's frightened, but the hawk's got his talons out. He is ready to catch him. Hawk a-hunting, can't catch me. Snickery trickery behind the tree. Look, the hawk is like, where did he go? Hide and peek. What do you see? You see him right down there? Look at his little eye peeking out of the hole. Slyly, wily. 1, 2, 3. If you look really close, this squirrel's got his paw right on the other squirrel's head. Kind of squished in that hole, aren't they? Snappity, crackety, what a treat. Break the shell, ready to eat. Can you tell what kind of a nut that squirrel has in his hands and his paws? It looks kind of like a porcupine. Okay, well, he's got a peanut between his toes. Snappity crackety, what a treat. Break the shell, ready to eat. Scrambly brambly, no time to rest, making a home in a leafy nest. If you go out in your yard, if you have a tree, you might see a nest made of leaves. It looks like a whole bunch of leaves just bunched together on a branch. And that is a squirrel house, a squirrel nest. Huddly, cuddly, snuggle in tight. He's going in the hole. See you tomorrow. Can you see him peeking out? Good night. Good night, little squirrel. There he is. He's in there. Good night, he says. He's fast asleep. So that was Frisky, Brisky, Hippity Hop. Originally the poem by Alexina B. White, but Susan Lurie took the picture, or I'm sorry, Murray Head took the pictures, but Susan Lurie, she added some new verses to that poem. Wasn't that a cute one about a squirrel? The squirrels in our yard are busy, busy, busy at this time of year. And I have a song about squirrels. Do you know this one? I'm going to stand up. It's called Gray Squirrel, Swish Your Bushy Tail. Have you ever done that one before? Got to put your hands up like you're a little squirrel, ready to find a nut. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your funny nose, hold a nut between your toes. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Let's do it one more time, okay? Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your funny nose, hold up a nut between your toes. Let's eat it up. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. That's a good song to sing, like when you're watching out in the yard and you see all the squirrels running around gathering nuts. Our squirrels have been burying nuts in the yard, hundreds a day. So we have another book that has a squirrel on the cover. And this one is called In the Middle of Fall. And it's by Kevin Hankes, and the illustrations are by Laura Donzik. So that's a good book for this time of year because look at the colors of the leaves. Do you have colorful leaves in your yard? We have a lot of colorful ones here at the library, but they're starting to fall down. Look at the cover papers inside here. Aren't they pretty? Look at all the leaves and the nuts, big leaves, small leaves, all different colors falling down. In the middle of fall, 2 acorns and some oak leaves. And there's a pumpkin. So you'll have to watch the pictures now because there's going to be some changes that are going to be happening in the season. In the middle of fall, when the leaves have already turned, that's a beautiful tree, isn't it? And the sky is mostly gray and the air is chilly. Who do you see on the swing? Looks like there's maybe a child and a dog, and if you look real close, there's a little squirrel in the hole in the tree. And the squirrels are frisky, just like we talked about, frisky brisky. That squirrel has an acorn nut. And the gardens are brown because it's frosted and everything is starting to die or decay. But look at the sunflower heads, still have sunflower seeds. And there is an American goldfinch that's eating the sunflower seeds. And look who else. You see? Mr. Giant Mouse? Yeah, there's a mouse in there. He's eating those sunflowers too. Yum. And the pumpkins are ready. Wow, those are beautiful orange pumpkins. Looks like those children are picking pumpkins. Some people use them for jack-o'-lanterns at Halloween, and other people use the little ones for pies. And the apples are like ornaments. They pretty? What are they doing here, you think? Looks like they're picking apples. It takes just one big gust of wind. Whoosh, and all at once, everything is yellow and red and orange. Beautiful. All over and all around. What's happening to all the leaves on that tree because the wind is blowing? It's like they're all falling off, blowing through the wind. Right in the middle of fall. Now look where the leaves are. Have you ever raked up leaves to play in? That's a lot of fun. But remember it, because soon the yellow and the red and the orange will be gone. Look, all the leaves are gone. And the sky will change again. And then soon, very soon, the sky will be white and empty, ready to fill up with what? You see those snowflakes? Ready to fill up with snow. So what is the next season that's coming after fall? Do you know what comes after fall? When the leaves fall off, and then all of a sudden the weather gets cold and we have snow. What did you think about that book, Mr. Mouse?
I liked it, but I'm waiting for the book about mice. That's why I came, because you don't usually do books about mice, and there was only a mouse in there one time.
Okay, well, we'll get to that. We're going to sing another song real quick here, and it's about that book that we just read. It's called The Leaf Song, and it goes like this. You have to pretend that your leaves falling down. Red, yellow, orange, and brown. The leaves are falling down. Summer has gone, and winter is coming, and the leaves are falling down. We have that happening outside, don't we? Let's do it one more time. Red, yellow, orange, and brown. The leaves are falling down. Summer has gone, and winter is coming, and the leaves are falling down. So we can think of it as the falling leaves are really a way of inviting winter to come with snow and snowmen and all kinds of fun things, beautiful things that we can do in winter and the cold. So, all right, Mr. Giant Mouse, we have a book about a mouse, two mice that are trying to come up with a present for a friend. And the name of the book is Pip and Squeak. There's Pip, there's Squeak. Can you see what they're standing on? Yeah, snowman, look at, he's hanging onto the snowman's carrot nose, isn't he? This book is by Ian Shaner. And it's called Pip and Squeak. They're trying to wrap up or untie a present there. Christmas time, do you like Christmas time, Giant Mouse?
Oh, yeah, I love Christmas. You get presents.
Squeak pinched Pip, and Pip squeaked.
Eek! We're late, said Squeak. You forgot the gift for Gus.
Snow, said Squeak. Get the sled. looking out. Looks like maybe they live in a mailbox. Step on it, Pip. Look at what they use for a sled. They're using a letter. And they're going down the snowy hill on their sled. Lickety-split. Look, the sled stopped at the clothesline pole, and they're going across the clothesline. But then Squeak squinted at Pip. They jumped off, and they're going on the little statue, going through the hoop. Whoop. You forgot the cheese, she said. Now what will we give Gus? Something better? Pip whispered as he slunk off to find it. Oh no, you forgot the cheese. This is great for Gus, said Pip. You're on a flamingo, one of those yard ornaments. Not as great as cheese, scoffed Squeak. No? Oh, Gus will love this, said Pip. Is it full of cheese? Squeak snorted. Just then, Pip saw something, and it was orange. Is he thinking about the orange gnome's hat? What could it be? It was big. What do you think they see that's orange? Yeah, his carrot nose. It's cheese! What? Pip! Squeaked Squeak. Uh-oh. Look, the nose pulled right out of the snowman's face and he's falling. Squeak scrambled down and pulled Pip up. Oh, that Pip doesn't look so good. It's not cheese after all, sniffed Pip. We can still give it to Gus, said Squeak. He probably won't like it, said Pip. With them carrying the carrot nose. So do you think that he's gonna like, do you think Gus is gonna like that carrot nose? No, because the mice really wanted to give him cheese. Let's see what happens. Well, there they are at the party. But Gus thought it was perfect. There they are, Pip and Squeak gave him the carrot. What kind of an animal is Gus after all? It's a bunny rabbit. Yeah, and he loves carrots. He probably wouldn't have even liked cheese. Yay! But what do the mice like to eat? Yeah, aren't they cute eating their cheese? What do you think, Giant Mouse? Would you like a giant piece of cheese? Well, I'm not really too wild about cheese. Wait a minute, I gotta come out. I can't talk in here, it's too tight. I can't breathe. Oh, that's better. Whew. Man, I did like that story. I think that's really great that the bunny didn't like cheese. He liked carrots. But I don't really like cheese very much either. I like corn, wheat, all different kinds of grain. And I also like nuts. Well, that seems to be the way it is around my house too. The squirrels and the mice both really like the acorns. Yum, acorns, that's delicious. Can't wait. Even talking about it is making me hungry. I gotta go in my little box and make some acorn soup. I'll see you later. Well, I guess he's done with us. So he's gonna go in there and make some acorn soup. We made him hungry talking about food, didn't we? So let's talk a little bit about your craft today. I put some paint and a paintbrush in your craft. And today we're gonna make some leaf prints. And this is the leaf print I made, but yours won't look exactly like mine because, well, my hand is much bigger than yours, and I made a tree out of my hand. And then I painted the backs of the leaves and pressed them onto the paper so they look a little bit like leaf prints on my tree. And then I love making leaf prints, and so I made some more just on another couple of pieces of plain yellow paper. This one's an oak leaf. That one came off of an oak tree right outside the library. So you have plenty of paint and paper in there to practice and try making prints. That's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. It might be a good idea to wear an old t-shirt or something while you're doing it so it doesn't get all over your nice clothes. So anyway, well, I'm really glad you came today, and I would like it if you would sing with me. Will you sing the closing song with me? I'm glad you came today. I'm glad you came today. I hope that you will come again. I'm glad you came today. One more time. I'm glad you came today. I'm glad you came today. I hope that you will come again. I'm glad you came today. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks a lot for coming.